guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. So much news. Firstly, of course, as you all know, the number one objective and priority for the summer is Erling Haaland. Juan Laporta is going to use every penny he can find to spend on Haaland. The Spotify money, other agreements, other operations, all our funds will go towards Erling Haaland this summer, and let's hope the club can complete it. But of course, if all the money is going towards Erling Haaland, how else are we going to improve the squad? By free agents and low-cost signings. Christensen, Mazzawari, Azpilicueta, Marcos Alonso, Jose Gaya, Grimaldo. There are a lot of quality players out there for free deals or very cheap, and those will be the players that Barcelona will be targeting in the summer to strengthen the squad. Now, in terms of contract renewals, of course, Araujo and Xavi is still on the right track, but Sergi Roberto's contract renewal has taken a bad turn over the past 24 hours. He is on the verge of leaving Barcelona. Right now, Barcelona offering him a very low contract as a squad player, and if he does not accept that, he will leave in the summer for free. And lastly, Juan Laporta is considering promoting Alemany to the CEO position at Barcelona and looking for a new sporting director after Ferran Reverter has left the club. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get the 300 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. We're of course going to start off with the main man himself, Erling Haaland. Firstly, coming in from Goal, they've come out saying that Juan Laporta wants to use the Spotify sponsorship money to try and sign Erling Haaland. Laporta wants the player to be the pillar of the new project. He will try to achieve it at all costs. Basically, a repeat. We already know this. Juan Laporta is going to go 110% in for Erling Haaland in the summer. Also, Sport came out saying that Barcelona will go all out for Erling Haaland, and Xavi has also approved the signing. Mino Raiola has told Juan Laporta that Haaland can decide his future around the end of March, beginning of April. The player's priority, of course, is the sporting project. So what we're hearing right now is that, look, Haaland doesn't really care about the club or the destination, so to speak, like location, England, Spain, Italy. He wants the best project for him, and of course Barcelona can indeed provide that. Sport also came out saying that Barcelona had prepared the economic strategy of signing Erling Haaland, Dembele, Roberto, and even Memphis Depay could leave, plus there will be some income from the new sponsor among other operations, which will give Barcelona plenty of muscle to sign him. So now we're hearing more reports about Barcelona having the money for Erling Haaland. And lastly, Juan Martí, one of the best sources in Barcelona, he came out saying that if Barcelona are able to afford the minimum numbers, Erling Haaland will arrive at the club, and also the player likes Spain due to the weather and also for personal issues as well. Boys, I'm not gonna get hyped, but like I've said 1,000 times and I'll say it again. If we have the money and we qualify for the Champions League next season, whether it's top 4 or win the Europa League, I think we have a chance of signing Erling Haaland. And of course, the club, every single penny that they have that they can spend on players are going to be going towards Erling Haaland. What we're hearing right now is that his whole entire transfer in total will cost around 110 million euros. Of course, 75 million euros for the release clause and the rest for the commission for his agent Mino Raiola and his father as well. So, and of course, weekly wages is probably going to be around 400, 500k a week. I think the club can afford it. What they're trying to do right now is push everyone out, make room for Erling Haaland, and that is their plan. We'll wait and see. Again, we won't get that decision until end of March, beginning of April time. So from now until then, the club will, finalize some contract renewals at the club so we can, reduce some wages. Also bring in the sponsorship deal for Spotify, the training kit, the sleeve of the shirt as well. A lot of things still have to be done, but again, top 4, if we get that, qualify for the Champions League, and we have the money, Erling Haaland to Barcelona is definitely a possibility. So with Erling Haaland being the main objective for the summer, and also we're going to be spending every single penny that we have on him, the question is, how will the board improve the squad in the summer? Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona's plan for the summer transfer window is very clear. The club will make a great investment in Erling Haaland and sign top-level players who are out of contract or cheap to improve other areas in the squad. So let's take a look at the main objectives for Barcelona. Firstly, right back, Mundo Deportivo. This is all coming from Mundo Deportivo. They've come out saying that Azpilicueta has high chances of arriving at Barcelona, and Barcelona have already made moves to sign him, although he hasn't made a formal decision quite yet. The club value his versatility, and also the club are looking at Mazzawari closely as well. And of course, being a Mino Raiola client, this could be feasible as well. I think, to be honest, both players are pretty much, 99% joining Barcelona. I think Azpilicueta is pretty much done. Mazzawari, again, if we do offer him that contract, I think he'll come. I think Azpilicueta will be more used as, you know, a utility player, left back, right back, center back, wherever it may be. And then Mazraoui, of course, will be at right back. Secondly, is the center back position. Mundo Deportivo came out saying the future of Umtiti, Mingueza, and Lenglet is uncertain. Thus, signing a center back is absolutely necessary for the club. And Christensen right now is a big possibility. His salary is not much higher than Barcelona's defenders, but problem is that Bayern Munich also want him. So apparently, according to Mundo Deportivo, what Christensen is asking for is around the same amount of what Umtiti and Lenglet are currently asking for. But of course, he wants that bonus for coming in and signing on a free deal as well. But again, I still have that feeling that the Christensen operation is still a little bit difficult for Barcelona to complete, but again, anything can happen and we'll have to wait and see. Next position is going to be, of course, left back. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona want a guaranteed replacement for Jordi Alba. The club likes Jose Gaya the most, but it remains to be seen what happens with his contract situation at Valencia. Alex Grimaldo, Nico Tagliafico, and also Marcos Alonso are other options. Now, Marcos Alonso, no thank you. Tagliafico as a quick fix, you know, he's 28 years old, coming into the prime. He'll cost like 5 million euros, something like that. I wouldn't mind that. But for me, Grimaldo is the best of the rest. Of course, the dream is Jose Gaya. If he does not renew his contract with Valencia, I think there's a good chance. But we have what? February, March, April, May. That's 4 months for Valencia to sit down and talk with Jose Gaya and renew his contract. I have that feeling inside that in the end he's going to renew. Of course, right now it's very advanced. They have 4 months to, you know, seal the deal. It's looking like he will renew, and if he does renew, I would personally go for Alex Grimaldo. Of course, you could go for Tagliafico. I wouldn't mind that, but no thanks for Marcos Alonso. Apparently, Marcos Alonso would be like a very cheap deal coming on loan. He would cost little to nothing. I'd also maybe look at Cucurella, right in left back. Of course, former La Masia player as well. Wait and see what the club do, but again, priority is Jose Gaya, and then backup options vary between many different players. And lastly, but not the priority for Barcelona in the summer, is the midfield. Their dream is Dani Olmo. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Dani Olmo has been on Barcelona's radar for a long time. The club and Xavi appreciate him a lot, but of course RB Leipzig's demands and with the arrivals of Ferran Torres and Adama Traore makes the deal almost impossible at this moment. I'd watch out for Dani Olmo in the future. I think this summer and probably next summer as well, it will be very unlikely unless, of course, he does not renew his contract with RB Leipzig and it will run down. He becomes closer and closer to becoming a free agent. I'll keep an eye on Dani Olmo, but this summer, unless something big happens, I highly doubt that. So overall, Mundo Deportivo, other than Erling Haaland, who's obviously the priority for Barcelona want to sign a left back, a right back, a center back, and also a strong midfielder who will all come in free or at least like minimum low cost. In the midfield, we're looking right now at Ferran Reverter and of course Marcelo Brozovic in Inter and AC Milan respectively. Xavi, Alemany, and Jordi Cruyff continue to work together. So that's the goal for Barcelona. Spend all your money on Erling Haaland and then invest in the squad with free agents and also low-cost signings. So, you know, Grimaldo would be like 20 million euros. Tagliafico would be around 5 million euros. And of course, you could do a loan with an obligation to buy for next summer. So Barcelona's plan for next summer, invest everything you got in Erling Haaland and make some low-cost and free signings to improve the squad. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly is the attacking trio of Memphis Depay, Martin Braithwaite, and Luke de Jong. Sport came out saying that Depay, Braithwaite, and Luke could leave Barcelona in the summer transfer window. The club is working on having a front three of Ansu Fati, Erling Haaland, and Ferran Torres in an ideal situation. So, Luke de Jong, 1000% leaving. His loan will end. Adios, amigo. I think one of Braithwaite and Memphis will stay as that backup. The question is who. Of course, Braithwaite will sit on the bench and earn nothing, no problem whatsoever. Of course, Memphis Depay is a big profile player. He's, you know, way better than Braithwaite. And you have to remember that Depay has 1 year left on his contract. He signed a 2-year deal with Barcelona as a free agent. So if we want to get some money for him, we have to sell him in the summer, or else we can let him go for free. You know, we brought him in for free, let him go for free. No worries there. Of course, he paid his, you know, weekly wages, which are right, like what, 180k a week, 150k a week, depending on goals and stuff. So not that bad of a deal for Barcelona, in my opinion. But if the club want money, it's going to be this summer. So we'll see. I think, again, Luke de Jong, 100% will leave. It is between Braithwaite and Depay who will leave and who will stay, because of course Aubameyang most likely going to stay. So one of these two players, if not both, are going to have to leave the club in the summer. Now, of course, Barcelona have a lot of players out on loan right now, and the majority of them, their loans expire in the summer. And one of those loanees is, of course, Felipe Coutinho. Juan Martin from Sport came out saying there is optimism at Barcelona with Felipe Coutinho. They trust that Aston Villa will buy him, but for a fee lower than the €40 million buy option. He will have 1 year left on his contract this summer, which of course gives Aston Villa the upper hand. I saw this one coming. I think Villa, of course, are not going to pay €40 million for Coutinho. What I think they'll do is say, look, we'll offer you 25 million plus 10 in bonuses. That's what I think that's going to happen. I think Barcelona will probably end up accepting it because they're desperate, and of course 1 year left in his contract. Same with Memphis. This is the best and only last chance to get money for Coutinho. I think, of course, right now 2 games I think he's had with Aston Villa, 2 goals, 2 assists, something ridiculous like that. He's doing well so far, but of course, let's not rush to conclusions. With the form that he's on right now, Aston Villa will 100% be interested in him, especially if Gerrard stays as the Aston Villa manager. But would they pay €40 million? Probably not. I think they'll come and say, look, Barcelona, we'll give you like 30 million plus 10 in bonuses, something like that. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, Coutinho's exit will be a priority in the summer. Now, the next loanee who could leave Barcelona in the summer as well as Felipe Coutinho is Francisco Trincao, currently on loan at Wolves, and his loan at the end of the season. And Wolves have an option to buy for 30 million euros. But Sport came out. I feel so gassed up because I've been predicting this for weeks now. Sport came out saying that Wolves are interested in swapping Trincao for Adama Traore. The two clubs are studying options, and it could be done without any money involved. I mean, I predicted this weeks ago. Listen, I've been saying this for weeks. If Adama performs well, I think a swap deal is going to happen. If not, Wolves can buy Trincao. If they don't buy Trincao, he'll come back to Barcelona. And I think Barcelona will sell him. Either way, we're getting 30 million euros somehow, whether it's going to be Adama Traore as an asset and stay at the club, or Trincao comes back and we sell him on straight away. I don't think Trincao right now has a future at Barcelona unless something else crazy happens in the forward department. We sell Braithwaite, we sell Luke, we get rid of Memphis, and Erling Haaland does not come. Maybe Trincao does have a future, but right now I don't think he does, and Wolves are interested in a swap deal, and I do believe a swap deal would benefit both Barcelona and Wolves as well. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, on the contract renewal of Sergi Roberto, and madre mia, has this taken a turn for the worse over the past 24 hours. Firstly, on Araujo and Xavi, still the same spot. Both are very advanced with Barcelona, and the club want to renew them as soon as possible. But Javi Miguel came out saying that Xavi also has Roberto in his plans, but only as a squad player, number 16 or 17 in the pecking order. The change in role will greatly affect his salary. So Xavi's saying, look, Roberto, I'll keep you at the club, but you're going to be on the bench 99% of the time. And Roberto is not too happy with that. Mateu Alemany from Sky Sports came out saying Roberto's injuries has influenced his contract renewal, which is being delayed a lot. There is no meeting scheduled between Barcelona and his agent as of this current moment. Roberto's environment sees him more outside of Barcelona than inside. Are we finally going to see Roberto leave the club? I mean, I don't really know. Luis Rojo from Marca came out saying that if Sergi Roberto wants to stay at Barcelona, he has to reduce his salary by at least 50%, and Barcelona don't consider him a starter and want to pay him in accordance with that. The player will have to decide. The ball is in Roberto's court. You can stay at Barcelona as a backup player, backup for Dani Alves, backup in the midfield. You'll be on the bench probably, 80% of the season, and you have to take a 50% wage reduction, or you can leave for free. It's up to Roberto now. The club have told them. It's pretty obvious now with the renewal being stalled for months now. We were very close to agreement back in September, and it fell through at the last second. Roberto right now, I would say, is about 70% outside of Barcelona right now. The only way he can stay is if he cooperates with Barcelona. If he doesn't, he'll be out the door. I think in the end he will renew. La Masia, fourth captain, he's Catalonia. I think he'll end up giving in and say, yep, I'll be a squad player. I'll take the 50% wage cut. I'd be shocked if Roberto left right now, but at this current moment, he's a free agent. Anything can happen, so we'll wait and see. But right now, Roberto is more outside of Barcelona than inside. Let's now discuss the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, Ferran Reverter, the former CEO of Barcelona, his replacement. Could it be Mateu Alemany? Sport came out saying that President Juan Laporta is considering making Mateu Alemany the new CEO of Barcelona, replacing the outgoing, of course, Ferran Reverter. Alemany has already held this position at Real Mallorca and also at Valencia. Now, when I first saw this, I'm like, you don't take someone out of their position when they're doing so well. Even though Alemany, I trust him being the CEO, I maybe would consider promoting him. But when someone is performing so well, you don't take him out. Like, for example, if you put Messi as striker, he's getting 30 goals, 30 assists. You don't then put him on the right wing. It does not make sense. And also, this didn't make sense as well. Candacer came out saying that Mateu Alemany will not be the new CEO of Barcelona. He himself is comfortable in his position, and Juan Laporta is of course delighted with his work. And lastly, Gerardo Romero came out saying that Mateu Alemany has told Juan Laporta that he does not want to become the new CEO of Barcelona. Alemany wants to keep his position as director of football. He believes it'll be easier to find a new CEO than a figure of the sporting project. So he thinks, look, bringing in a new sporting director will be more difficult than bringing in a new CEO. So I'll stay where I'm at, and you can go find a new CEO. And to be honest, I'm okay with that. So in the end, Mateu Alemany will not be becoming the new CEO of Barcelona. He will stay as the sporting director of the club. And now the club will have to continue looking for a new CEO to come in and replace the outgoing Ferran Reverter. Now, someone else who will also be staying at Barcelona in their position for the unforeseeable future is Gerard Piqué. Of course, about a week ago, there were rumors coming out that Piqué could retire at the end of this season, but the reliable Fernando Martinez came out saying that retiring right now is not an option for Gerard Piqué. He just turned 25 and he's in very good physical condition, and he recently has become one of the most consistent players in the team. Piqué will stay for at least one more season. So we're looking like 2024 Piqué will retire. Like I said in that video a few days ago, I think Piqué will do one more season and then retire. But I think he could announce it next season saying, look, this will be my last season at the club. Juan Laporta can go look for a new center back, yada, yada, yada. So it looks like Piqué will be staying at Barcelona for the rest of this season and the following season as well. But with Piqué, you never know. He could retire tomorrow and I wouldn't be surprised. But as of right now, he is not considering retirement. Let's now discuss the news in regards to Barcelona's new sponsorship Spotify. We have some more details coming out about the deal. Firstly, coming in from TV3, they've come out saying the stadium will be called Spotify Camp Nou from next season. Spotify will pay 5 million euros for this season and then 20 million euros for when the new stadium is built. Of course, it's by Barca. And at first, Spotify wanted the title rights for the next 30 years, but Barcelona have reduced that to 20. So Spotify wanted a long-term deal, but for now, Barcelona have made it shorter by 10 more years. And also, Barcelona are finalizing the contract with Spotify, following which the sponsorship deal will be announced. Once it becomes official, the final approval, of course, is needed from the assembly of members. So again, the socios of Barcelona, the members of the club, still have to approve the sponsorship deal, which of course 100% they will. And lastly, the total earnings of the deal with Spotify will be around 650 million euros. The terms of the shirt sponsor will be renegotiated after this initial contract ends. The payment of the title race will be 20 million euros per season, of course, after expires Barca. So in total, we're getting around 650 million euros. So of course, front of the men's shirt, back of the training kit, front of the women's shirt, and the title rights of the Camp Nou. Big deal, huge deal. Now you might be wondering, when's this thing gonna get announced? Gerardo Romero came out saying that Barcelona will officially announce the agreement with Spotify on Monday, of course, after the Catalan derby, and provide all the details as well. So Monday, watch out for that day after we beat Espanyol on Sunday. It's gonna be a big day. That's when we're gonna announce Spotify as our new sponsor of Barcelona. Now the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some more Barcelona news on injuries, suspension, tour, in like a quick fire fashion. So firstly, Dani Alves and Oscar Hernandez, who of course is Xavi's assistant and brother, are both suspended for the next 2 La Liga games, and Barcelona have appealed that, but unlikely they'll win. So Dani Alves will not play for Barcelona until the end of February, and of course Oscar Hernandez will be back after 2 games. Secondly, Jukla and Abdi will return to Barcelona B and play for them this weekend and will not be on the bench or in the squad list for the Espanyol game. Right now, Barcelona B are on the verge of relegation. Barjuan is on the verge of being sacked as well. They need all the help they can get. Next, Barcelona want to go back on tour. They want to come to the US in the summer. Of course, we have not been on tour for a few seasons now. It's a quick way to earn some money, and also Real Madrid and Juventus could also be a part of this tour. So again, I have to wait and see. If they come to America, they come close to Canada, I might go to a game. I haven't seen Barcelona play in person for years now, so wait and see. Still early days, depending on the pandemic, of course. But right now, Barcelona are indeed planning to go on tour this summer. And lastly, an injury update on Eric Garcia and Memphis Depay coming in from Mundo Deportivo. They've come out saying that Eric Garcia once again trained with the group today and is expected to return to the squad list against Espanyol, but Memphis Depay will not play against Espanyol, and he could return for either the Napoli game or Valencia the following weekend. So Eric Garcia is back. He will be in the squad list. He'll get the medical green light tomorrow as well. But Depay will not. He'll come back either midweek on Thursday or on the weekend against Valencia. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly about Roberto leaving for free in the summer. You think he'll end up leaving, or you think he'll end up signing that contract renewal? Secondly, on those low-cost reinforcements, Christensen, Mazzawari, Azpilicueta, Grimaldo, Gaia, who do you think will come in, and also who do you want to come in? And lastly, on the main man himself, Erling Haaland, do you think he'll end up coming to Barcelona or not? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.